Today we are going to study what is the relation between the phenomena or the laws of physics with technology or engineering. So first, what is the difference between the two? Physics is a branch of knowledge in which we understand different principles. इसमें हम बहुत से सिद्धांत पढ़ते हैं। किस तरह से प्रिंसिपल्स पढ़ते हैं? अगर एक गैस which is having certain volume, अगर हम उसको हीट करेंगे तो वो एक्सपेंड होने की कोशिश करेगी, और अगर एक्सपेंड नहीं होने देंगे तो उसका प्रेशर इंक्रीज हो जाएगा. दिस इज ए लॉ ऑफ नेचर एंड दिस इज फिजिक्स. लेकिन वो जब प्रेशर इंक्रीज होगा तो उसके जो इफेक्ट होंगे उसको हम अपने डे टू डे लाइफ में किसी मशीन में यूज कर लेते हैं. जैसे अगर प्रेशर इंक्रीज होगा उसके साथ उसका बॉइलिंग टेम्परेचर भी इंक्रीज होगा, तो हमने एक मशीन बनाई प्रेशर कुकर. उसमें हीट देते हैं, वॉल्यूम इंक्रीज नहीं होने देते, प्रेशर इंक्रीज होता है, बॉइलिंग टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज होता है एंड वाटर बिकम्स हॉटर देन 100 डिग्री. 130-150 तक उसका टेम्परेचर चला जाता है. सो कुकिंग बिकम faster and the fuel wastage become less. तो कुकर बनाना, इसे हम क्या कहेंगे? Is it physics? No. उसे हम कहेंगे टेक्नोलॉजी. फिजिक्स कौन है? फिजिक्स is when we give heat energy to a gas content, the volume tries to increase, and if we don't allow, the pressure increase. Now the same principle of physics is used in thermodynamics. We study it in thermodynamics, and with the help of that we make steam engine. And the steam engine which is fitted in our powerhouses that runs the turbine, the steam engine used to run the railway. So what is the principle? Same principle. So with one principle, with one law of thermodynamics, we can develop many machines of our day-to-day use. So when we are developing machines, that is known as technology. And what we study as a branch of knowledge, as law of the nature, then we call it physics. There are certain examples of that. One is electromagnetic induction. This you will study in class 12 in detail. That is, if a magnet is brought near a coil or it is taken away, then the magnetic effect on this coil keeps on changing. And because of that magnetic effect change, the electrons in the coil keep running. The running of electron is known as electricity. Okay, so this is a law of physics. And this law is known as electromagnetic induction. Now, we are using this law and we make a machine which we call electricity generator. The electricity which is coming to this house, wherever it is being generated, it is being produced, there the same principle is being applied. The magnetic field connected to a coil keeps on changing, and we get electricity generation with the help of this. So, in this, we not only get this technology, we get many more technologies. And what are those technologies? Those are eddy currents which makes furnaces. Those are helping us to run our energy meters. Those are there which are used to make electric brakes. And there are hundreds of technologies, machines, which are having a single principle, and that is electromagnetic induction. So, electromagnetic induction is our branch of knowledge, that is a law of nature, so it is physics. But when we convert it into a machine, for convenience of our life, whether it is a generator, whether it is a brake, whether it is a motor, the fan motor, and all these things are technology. Using the principle to make a machine is technology. So here are a few examples. Thermodynamics laws. When we give heat to a device, then it is doing the work. There is conversion of heat energy to mechanical energy. Work done. That we study in physics as laws of thermodynamics. But where do we use it? We use it on our motorcycle, our car, our bus. All these machines, engines, are working with the laws of thermodynamics. Similarly, electromagnetic waves propagation is a law of physics. But this we are using for various purposes. Our radios are working, our television is working, our mobile is working, and so many communication systems, and X-rays, gamma rays, microwaves, all these applications. When we make applications, we make device, we are using these laws, and all these devices conversion is known as technology. So, the technology is radio, technology is TV, technology is mobile phone, technology is our microwave oven, and all of them work on propagation of electromagnetic waves, which is a rule which is described in physics. So, now, there is a long list of this. You should see a few important technologies and what are the principles of physics which are used in those technologies. So, I'm going to show you a chart which will give a list of it, but there is no limitation of that. So, make it a hobby, whenever you find a technological thing, try to find out which rule of physics, which law of physics has been used in that technology. And this nowadays, it's very easy. You can always Google it. You can find it out through the net, the relation between the two. And this list is very limited. I'm showing you a very small list for important technologies. If you want, you can search yourself for a very long list. So, see this list. And now we come to the second part of it. Right from the beginning of our civilization, there have been thinkers. We call them philosophers. They had philosophy and they used to see the universe around us, the nature around us, and they try to find out the laws. Yes, the very first law, the sun rises from the same direction at a fixed interval of time. It never delays. It never forgets. That was the law. Okay. Then we started trying to observe the things. A wood piece will float on the water, but a metal piece will sink in the water. This is a law of the nature. Okay. Then we have to think. We have to do the qualitative analysis, quantitative analysis, and make the laws and then give the predictions. Okay, that is scientific process. Okay, but who thought about it? The person who thought about it we are indebted to him, because his knowledge has come to us, and that is why we are so knowledgeful that we know so many rules of this nature, how the nature works. We feel happy, we feel convenient, our life become very, very easy and convenient because we are developing the technology based on certain physical phenomena, physical laws, and these physical laws are the result of lifelong work of some scientists, some physicists. They used to do the practice, they used to think, they used to apply their logic, and they invented, they discovered so many principles, so many inventions they did, and because of that, our knowledge, our physics is so much developed. We have so many technological innovations around us, and that is all due to physics, and the physics is due to physicist, the scientist. So, that is something which is very inspiring for us. Their life is inspiring and their work is inspiring. And we must know who has done what. What is his contribution to the physics? There is a long list of physicist contributors to physics, thousands of there. But there are some very prominent who have given us the turning points in history. And their innovations, their contribution is such a thing which brought revolution to the world of our knowledge. And some of them, the greatest scientists in physics are two. For classical physics, it's Sir Isaac Newton, and for the modern physics, it is Albert Einstein. But every scientist has his own role, and whatever he has discovered is unique. And there is a long list. I have given certain example. Sir Isaac Newton, who was from UK, he discovered the famous laws of motion. He told us about the laws of gravitation. He made the reflection telescope. He contributed in calculus, and he has discovered many laws related to heat and physics as general. So many things he has done in the laboratory, in the field of light, the 7 colors disk, Newton's disk. Like this, he has a large number of discoveries, inventions, principles, writings on credit to him. So he is supposed to be the greatest physicist of our time. Another was Albert Einstein for the modern time, from Germany. His theory of relativity and photoelectric theory, quantum theory, which told us that energy and material, these are not two separate entities. These are one and the same thing. If you compress the energy, it will become a matter. If you expand the matter, blow out a matter, it will become energy. And this was a revolutionary thought. Nobody thought about it. So Einstein is noted to be thinking out of the box, thinking new things, and then defining them by scientific method, of course. And he is the one who has given us this theory, that is mass energy equivalent theory, explained by photoelectric effect, and he has given us the theory of relativity, which is the greatest theory of our times. And this theory of relativity you will study in advanced classes. Similarly, Galileo Galilei, oldest one, he gave for the first time laws of inertia. He was the one who said that Earth is moving around Sun. Then we have Archimedes, older than that. He told us about buoyancy laws. He is the one who discovered lever and told us about the principles of lever. And he has a famous quote, "You give me a place outside the earth and I am able to lift the earth with the help of lever." So, then there is a very long list which are scientists, their country of origin and their contributions in physics. So, I'm going to show you a small list. The list is very, very long. And all through your life, please keep on searching who has discovered what. And if you have an occasion, if you have a chance, always try to read out how they struggled, how much work they had to do, all the life they had to do the work to find out a principle which we are studying in physics. So, go through this list and see who are the physicists who has worked in different principles. These are the physicists whose records are noted one. There may be certain physicists, many of them, whose name do not appear in this list because due to certain communication problems, their names was not listed. And in India, this happens. Here you find the center of work for the science work, the center for recording the science work was mainly in Europe. So you find all European countries over there. India was far away. The communication was very slow and we have no representation and authority in Europe. So the people who are doing work here, it was not very much recognized and not registered. Maybe. So maybe sometimes they discovered the things first, but they could not get the credit. Especially, I will tell about Bose, who invented electromagnetic waves, but he did not get the credit because by the time his theory and his research results reached Europe, the patent had been done by another scientist. Maybe it was based on somebody's theory, his theory, we have no proof. But when we search for the dates, we find that the Indian scientist had early date of discoveries than the European discount, but his registration of patent was done later. That was a procedural mistake. Now it has been recognized. And this happens with many of them. There is a fixed process of registering our patent whenever some discovery is done. Anyway, that is beside the point. The main point is what was the contribution of physicists, and this chart, you must remember who discovered what. Please see the chart which is coming next to you and remember that and keep it searching whenever throughout your studies, throughout your education, throughout your life. Please see this. So friends, in last 3 lectures, what we have studied is the physical world. The world around us is physical world where we see and experience the things. What are the laws of this world? What are the laws of this universe? Is nature, nature's law, and that is physics. So we have generally studied a glimpse, we have seen a glimpse of the physical world around us. It has what is our scientific method, what is scope, large scope of this physics, what are the basic laws in the physics, what are the quantities which are conserved in physics, who are the persons who have contributed to physics, and how the physical laws are contributing to the technology to make our life easier, to make excitement in our life. And this gives a general idea what is physics all about. And now from the next class, we will come to the core topics of the physics. And the very first topic we will go for is measurement. Because physics is nothing but measurement. Measurement of everything. is physics, how important it is, how it is done, what does it mean, and which are the terminology in measurement and units that we will study in the next class. Please do attend that. Thank you.